So my name is Omar Rapisad. It's 5:43 p.m., October 30th, 2019. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a sample today. Um, Again, there is an ongoing push to get me out of the building, to get me mentally committed. And if I was really mentally ill, I wouldn't be doing this. So there is no mental illness. However, I am being scanned and I am being monitored inside of my home openly so. Yesterday, I went to the post office to run some errands, and on my way back, I walked into the lobby and somebody shouted at me, "You're being monitored." So, obviously, for somebody to be monitored, then there'd have to be reports about the person. For that person to have reports on them, made on them, it would mean that you'd have to be observed and monitored. Monitoring means stalking and spying, which is exactly what I was tweeting about and still am tweeting about. So I am being stalked and I am being spied upon in the building and outside of the building because what's going on in the building is extending outside. Um, Family infiltration, workplace infiltration, and just about every relationship is infiltrated. The idea is to isolate and to separate to make you more vulnerable without support so that you will break, so that you can be broken down and you can be degraded and eventually just unused and disposed of. Uh, a target is a tool, a target is a slave, a target is servile. These are the comments outside the window. A target is set up, a target is framed, a target is lied upon. These things go with the territory. Once you're flagged as a target, these things are going to be done to you. Because once you're a target, everything is fixed for the perpetrators. It is understood that the perpetrators are not going to be held responsible. They are not accountable for their actions, and that includes criminal activity, rape, murder, possibly. Because in order to dispose of the person, you'd have to mentally commit them, imprison them, or kill them. This is not a game. Some of the informants who work with the cops, who sign me out, presents what they're doing to the public as a game. For as example, one would say, "Let's report this on her," and if it's a week by week lease on me that the person has, next week we're going to reverse it. But let's report this on her and make it public because it is a community targeting program. It's a public targeting program. So make this public about her and harass her based on this public report. And then next week, we're going to change it and reverse it. It's presented as a game to the public. So kids are taking part in it, knowing that nothing is going to be done to them. So it's a defamatory, but again, it's fixed. So nothing is going to be done by the cops to these people because the cops are actually managing the whole thing by initiating the flag, by initiating the process by putting the flag on next to your name. So, of course, the cops are not going to do anything about it because the cops are involved. And that's the whole idea. Get as many people involved in the targeting, give them an illegal link and a password to look at you inside of your home and to access you inside of your home with not only tracking technologies, torturing technologies, much like the ones that I demonstrated with the signals that I documented, and all the medical fallout that is documented in hospitals, emergency wards, and so on for years. It's escalated in the last 2 years for some reason. I've been in emergency ward several times in the last few years, last 2 years especially, maybe about 10 times. So the power, and I've demonstrated the power being turned up. So that I go to the emergency because the power is turned up very, very high for a long period of time. So anyways, the targeting program that I'm being subjected to is geared towards removing me from my home and disposing of me eventually. But while this has taken place, I'm a tool. So I'm at everybody and anybody's mercy. I have to ask for everything, because I'm locked out of the job market because of these reports. And employers know that I'm a target, and they know that the people who are running this targeting program is going to be following me everywhere I go, including in the workplace. They also know that the workplace is going to be infiltrated. Now, some employers take part in the targeting. Some employers are infiltrated to take part in the targeting. Again, not all employers will take part. Not every single